One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the home of the USC Trojans, the storied Los Angeles Coliseum. As we'll see the number 18 team in the country, the Purdue Boilermakers, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Boilermakers will kick it away to start us off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So USC's offense will go on the attack first. This is a big-time quarterback that we're going to be seeing today, but getting the job done against a defense like this, what words of wisdom do you have for him, Jesse?
Well, I think you've got to prepare like you've never prepared before. And that's one thing he told us. He spent extra time in the film room. He spent extra time on the field after practice all week because I think he understands the challenge that lies ahead of him. He knows this is easily the best defense that they face this year, so we're going to put his skills to the test in this one.
They're going to make it hard, right? There's not going to be any layups. Like most of the time, you know, he's had his way. He's feasted on so many defenses. They're going to make you earn it. They're going to make you go the length of the field. They're going to see if you can be patient. They're going to see how you respond to adversity. So some challenges coming his way for sure.
Open a drive like that, it opens a world of possibilities. First down from the 43. Gets it past the marker. Breaks into the open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. For all of the star quality that USC has been built on, good offensive line, strong running game has always been a hallmark.
No doubt about it. I think they're built on, you know, the passing game and explosive playmakers out wide, but they've all...
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
That is the perfect start for a defense that has really struggled against the pass this season. They're in the bottom portion, okay? Have struggled, but opening drive, making a statement. Maybe this creates some momentum. Maybe this turns the tide for this defense.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers and DBs really came screaming down to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. Gonna let it fly. And the pass is incomplete here on third down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. The Boilermakers will send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
They're dealing with a second and long. Motion from the wide receiver. Look out, he's got room. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Trojans line up, trying to move the sticks on third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Wormley. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. It is perfect. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, Mountain West teams colliding in a huge matchup, and it's now a final. East Carolina looked dynamic today in a strong victory there inside Dowdy-Ficklin Stadium. They did the little things well, they did the big things well, and, well, that's how you win games. Never a dull moment when it comes to football in the Mountain West, and that certainly held true again today.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if turning it on. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
When you're on offense, you see so much of this nowadays. You see misdirection. You see somebody flying across the formation. Why? To get the eyeballs of those linebackers, to get them to move out of a gap, one space. Works to perfection here. That's why they break off the big game on offense.
And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around and make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense creating the tackle for a loss on first down.
They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
And the Boilermakers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. On the run, it's fired. He has the first and still on his feet. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gather maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Pocket breaking down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Man, that is how you get it done as a defense. defense when you're playing cover one. Like, you got the middle of the field safety, but everybody else is manning up. Nice job running with this guy, seeing the football, breaking on it, making the interception, making the big play for this defense.
Just a short pass to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. The Trojans can really attack on this second and short. Got it behind the line. It's Wall. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with it.
Oh, he's got some space. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground. He gets north fast.
Right back to the well. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. On the ground, it's fired. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. The Boilermakers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9.
And in this offense, you know, as a quarterback, you're going to get opportunities to put up some pretty big numbers. You've been impressed watching this guy play early this year. With that last pass completion, he's now already over 2,000 yards on the season.
He's looking to throw. There's the pressure. Trying to find the end zone. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Love the play call by the offense. Love drag routes down this close to the goal line. First down, you're just trying to get an easy completion, catch and run, walk in, score. Defense made a nice play. They made the
touchdown, Purdue! Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They'll give it to the back. They'll start this drive with a chance to regain the lead, down 7-3.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Trojans with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Under fire. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Yeah, and this has been a struggle for this offense, protecting their quarterback. It's priorities, mission number one, right? Every single game you go into. Last week, I think a lot of the reason they lost was because they gave up so many sacks and hits on their quarterback.
Fires left. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. The Trojans will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Unleashes one deep. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their head. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Their pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. The Boilermakers decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. He'll start this drive firing. Rushes on him. Fires deep on the run. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Off the play fake on first down. The throw. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. Finds space on the right. Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such a smart player nowadays.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. The Boilermakers come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. Release to the back. Caught near the sticks. It's fired. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. And the Boilermakers are moving quickly down the field. They'll snap this one from the 30 on first and 10. Looking to throw on first down. With the catch, it's fired. And they pick up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short. If they're going to keep covering him like that, they're just going to keep going to him.
And it's so hard because you want to stay back and take away the weapons outside from the wide receivers, but when this guy's going to be able to catch the football and he makes plays like this, now they're going to have to maybe go play more man, bring a guy to him, and not let him get those open touches.
The Boilermakers are at the line looking to convert on third and short. They'll try to drive ahead on third and short. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just need to push him a few inches here on fourth down from the 20. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward.
And how nice has it been to have a big physical quarterback like this guy, right? You got fourth and short, quarterback sneak, everybody knows it, but he's just plowing into that offensive line and driving his legs, pushing forward to pick up the first down.
The Boilermakers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. He wants to change this route. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. But it's incomplete, and this sophomore quarterback usually makes that throw every time. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. This time it's complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. On third and long, trying to convert through the air. Touchdown, Boilermakers! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
You know, there are so many coaches out there in two-minute situations at the end of the half with a lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. And now we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Defense not showing press coverage. They'll leave it with him. Hard running there. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets him up to the 24. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Los Angeles. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at the LA Coliseum.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. And the Trojans will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. This crowd still bringing the intensity to open the second half. There he goes. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Makes the catch. It's fired. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
The give from the gun. Got enough for the first down and wants more. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And that's a nice third down conversion for this offense. And I'll tell you what, the struggle for this offense has been stringing those first downs together. They're not in the top 50 in college football in first downs. They'll get one, and then they kind of stall. Let's see if they can put multiple first downs together, get one of those long drives going.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. And you just saw it right there.
He tries to take the top off. What a grab along the left sideline. Got the foot down in a strong throw. Put it right on the money.
And a big reason why this team has the lead in this game is because of plays like that. They know they've got firepower throwing the ball. They've got the dudes outside that can make things happen. You saw it in the first half, and you see it here again early in the third quarter.
And as a defense, you're going to give up plays, and receivers are going to make nice catches, but it's your job to limit the damage. Great job by the defense. As soon as he catches the football, they get him on the ground. Don't allow any of those big plays after the catch.
Using his legs, it's fired. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
You can't let the same guy beat you over and over and over again. You got to make adjustments. Sometimes you got to bring more guys in the box, more guys to the football, and make sure he's not the one who beat you.
Touchdown, Purdue! Fired in from the red zone for the score. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And the extra point makes it a 21-3 lead. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. So runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up second and inches.
Trying to impose their will with the run. They bring him down, but not... He's able to pick up the first down. Caught behind the line. It's Wormley. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Trojans racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Pulls it in. It's the ball. Tackle is made at the 38, and let's see just how daring they'll be on fourth down. And the Trojans will call on their punt team. Now on the return. He gets a block. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Use the play fake, now to throw. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite.
Gonna take a shot. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Boilermakers! And the stomping has commenced. Like a Thanksgiving turkey, they're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man down the middle. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Now on second down. The give out of the gun. Got enough for the first. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Wants to throw on first down. The sure hands, it's Wormley. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Second down, he'll throw it. Lets it fly on the move. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. That's the end of the period, and Purdue has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative. Whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy and pick up some yardage.
Build some confidence, because your confidence throwing the ball over the middle of the field and in tight windows, probably not at an all-time high, but check it down, make something positive happen. The running back does his job, so maybe this sparks a little something in the quarterback's head where he can feel a little bit more confident and bounce back from these early mistakes.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. The Trojans getting set on 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a space. Makes the grab. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Back to pass. It's on target and complete. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
A nice job by the quarterback there, working through his progressions. Nothing open down the field, so he checks it down to his drag route coming from the slot receiver. They get the completion.
Gonna look downfield again. Buying some time. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Southern Cal! They thought maybe they could contain him. They thought wrong.
They did, and don't call him a quarterback anymore. Just call these guys skill players. I mean, he's so fast, you can tell the angle's just getting chewed up. You think you got a chance to catch him. Tell you what, put that in your back pocket. Understand, that guy can fly. I better make sure I take the proper angles when I'm chasing him.
The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute it.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Ready to fire from the pistol. Give to the running back. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
This guy's been running hard all game long. In the fourth quarter now with that last run, he's now at 99 yards rushing. One more carry away from potentially reaching that 100-yard milestone that all running backs covet.
They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark.
Love the play call offensively because you've got the lead. The defense expects you to run the ball. You just did it in the previous play, so there you dial up play action, set up an easy throw, and you keep the clock ticking.
The Boilermakers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He will not get there. They'll turn it over on downs, and that leaves the door open. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Got a man, it's Bush. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game, marking at the 47.
And this offense is going to have to catch some breaks, man. They're going to have to make some big plays. They're going to have to push the ball down the field, break some tackles, hit some home runs, down 3 possessions in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to do everything right.
Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Got a man, it's Ball. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And the Trojans moving quickly to the line. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched.
Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Trojans have their offense in high gear. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the tight end.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Finds his tight end. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Trojans will have it 1st and 10. Defensive coordinator showing heat before the snap. From the red zone, it's Wormley. Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. He's got it on the move. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. The Trojans trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Ocean from the wideout. Looking to throw. Just plowing ahead. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, USC!
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll onside kick.
And that's why you've got a lot of receivers on your hands team. Guys, the best hands on your team, so they're able to hop on that.
The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
On 2nd down, let's see if they go right back to the run and put this game on ice. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Breaks into the open. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. He'll throw it. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. The play-action fake. Buys a little extra time. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Ooh, you're living dangerously now. You've got the lead late in the game. Don't do anything to turn it over. They almost did throwing it there. If I'm the head coach now, I'm thinking, hey, let's just run the ball.
The give to the tailback. He'll be stopped just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line. 4th down coming. Let's see if they go for it here.
You know, with defense, it's this pick or poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you can tell he takes advantage of it.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Corners are going to bail. They'll start this drive with a pass. Right on the money. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. And the Trojans come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Wants to throw on 3rd. Shoots it to the left. That's caught. It's ball. Across the 35. Out of bounds at the 36. And a really good pickup as they're starting to move. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. The Trojans with the 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Bush. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. And they spike it and get the clock stopped. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Quickly to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
Well, this offense hasn't had a ton of success today, and it's because I think of some of the issues in the passing game. They've never had the rhythm. Protection has been a bit spotty and iffy. Quarterback's got to raise his level of play here late in this 2-minute situation.
And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. He'll try to take it back. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Takes a hit as he fires. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intent.
Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Purdue! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off. Forget the kick, he's going to throw it. And the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Some would say run out the clock. Some would say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now, listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interest in this game, but the offense did their job.
He stopped the return right there, and that will do it. This one is in the book. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in practice. They knew what to anticipate. They knew what looks they were going to see. And when those looks